boys and girls, to the Giggle Room. I don't know if you know this, but we've been overtaken by Minions, and that's really exciting. So this is part 8, and we're doing the Minions Kinder Egg Surprises, which is actually really fun. And on the top of the box, you can see that there's 11 limited edition toys, and they're all Minion based. So there's figurines, so there's a Springy Bob, and a Kevin, and a Vampire Steward, and there's a Clacker, and there's also a puzzle. So let's look at the other side of the box. There's Bob on there, and it tells you that there's 3 eggs. And it also gives you a little bit of nutritional information for Mom and Dad on the bottom. Now you always have to remember that you ask Mom and Dad if you can eat your chocolate right away, or if you save it for after supper, because you don't want to ruin your meals. And you always brush your teeth after eating chocolate so you don't get cavities. So let's open up and take one of these eggs out and see what we have. So we've got one little Minion, and it looks like it's Kevin. And the package is actually really shiny and pretty, and you can tell that it's definitely Minions. And all you have to do is pinch the sides of your chocolate, and it pops right open. So it's pretty easy to open these up, and then that way you can put them back, and they're fresh and not all dusty and stuff from having the chocolate exposed. So that's what we're going to do with all 3 of these. They're actually already falling apart. So this one has Bob on the top of it. So each box has a different Minion on each one of the eggs. So we're going to push and open that one up. You put your chocolate off to the side till later. You're going to ask Mom and Dad. And if you get to eat it now, well then eat it now and enjoy it. So this one has another Bob on it. So that's pretty cool. So the packaging is pretty easy and pretty simple. And again, we're just going to open it up. And then any of the extra chocolate, you just kind of sweep it away so it doesn't get into your toys. So we'll leave the box here so you guys can see it. So now what we're going to do is open up these different Kinder eggs and see what we got inside. So it looks like we got another 3 figurines, which is actually pretty cool. So let's see which ones we got. We've got another Guard Bob, but that's okay because his post is different. So in the other one, I'll hold him up for you, you can actually see that he's standing a different way. So even though we have 2, they are slightly different on the positions that they stand on the rocks. So you could give one to a friend, or you could keep them just because they look the same. They're Minions. They all look the same. So we will keep this guy up here. So that's pretty neat. We have another guard one, and he protects the towers and the castles and stuff like that. And then this looks like we have a Spring Bob. So in the very top of the orange spring, there's a little groove. And if you look at the bottom of Bob, he's got grooves too. So you just have to kind of put them in until they fit, and then try to twist because you want it to stay on. So you'll know it's ready to go when it doesn't pop off anymore. And just twist it around and see where you can go. See, we found the key spot, which was right there. So now you have a boingy Bob that can go up and down and all around and have a lot of fun. And you could probably try to like flick him around and do silly things with him. But he's got a big crown on his head, so he's King Bob and he's the jumper. So that's pretty neat. I like that one. And remember, you always keep your pieces because it shows you what you get in the package, and it shows you the list that you have, so you can keep track of the ones that you have. So last but not least, we have a Vampire Steward, and he's so spooky. He's got vampire teeth, and he's got an evil eyeglass, and his hair is all slicked back like Count Dracula, and he's got a big cape on, and that's usually what Count Dracula wears. So he must be Count Stewart. He's trying to suck your blood. So he's very sweet. He's actually my favorite. I really like vampires, and I really like Stewart. So it's great that they made a Stewart vampire. And he's got a really cool little pedestal that he goes on so that he stands up and he's not all wobbly. So we did really well, boys and girls. We now have the Jurassic and the Guard and another Jurassic Minion. And now this time we've gotten a Guard, a Vampire, and King Bob. So we're doing really well for getting, different boxes. At least we're not getting a lot of the same ones. So you're going to have to be really excited and stay with us and come back for part 9, because we are going to open the rest of these boxes.